today's the day. It is Taco Tuesday, and I scouted around. And this morning, I just love breakfast tacos. I could get out and get some other tacos one of these days, but I'm on a quest for the best breakfast taco around in this area anyway. And I've been looking for some taco trucks, and there's one. It's actually pretty close. And there's a big park there, and they have a bunch of different food trucks and everything. But every time I go, I guess they're not open in the mornings, but every time I go, it's always shut down. And to tell you the truth, I've never seen a whole lot of people there. But there's 6 or 7 different trucks, and I don't know what's going on with that place. It's kind of a shame because it's so close to us, but I never hear anything about it. No reviews, no nothing. But so this morning I just cruised on, and I remembered a place that was it's called the Taco Shack, and you can see they have a drive-through there, and I've always seen it but never tried it. So I decided to check out Taco Shack, and I got the standard burritos, or not burritos, but the standard breakfast tacos. Sausage, egg, and cheese, and bacon, egg, and cheese. Right? So let's see what we got. Alright, let's see which one is which here. So that's obviously the sausage. And here's the one with bacon. Alright, they look pretty standard. So some of these I know it's, well, that's good. They didn't skimp on anything. They look good and healthy. This always makes a difference here. Their salsa. And I'm going to have to take a little taste. Alright, it's got some spice to it. Well, let's take our first bite here. Not bad. His first bite was without any salsa on it. It tastes like the sausage is kind of spicy. It's not bad. But let's put a little salsa on it here. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, the salsa just tops it off, Pretty good. Better than I was expecting. The sauce, the salsa, I'm trying to pick out the flavors on it. It's not a jalapeno. It's probably like a serrano flavor to it. Not too hot, but definitely spicy. All right. Well, I was kind of surprised. It's better than what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but pretty good, pretty tasty. So I will probably go back to that one of these days. But well, I am going to finish chowing down here, and then I'll go outside and start the project for Two Stroke Tuesday. All right. Well, today I've got another chainsaw for you. It's kind of freaking hot and muggy out here today. I'm going to try to get this done before it gets way too hot. And I guess it's that time of the year, towards the end of the season, fall's coming in, and people are wanting their chainsaws. I have a feeling this year is going to be a lot of generators too, after last winter's fiasco over here in Texas. But the chainsaws are coming in, so I've got one for you. Let me show you what I got. You can see this is a Craftsman. Is that 16 inch? I guess so. Looks kind of small, doesn't it? 38cc reduced vibration handle. And that usually means, yeah, there's the spring. Some of the mowers with all the vibration dampening, there are usually springs here, one up under here, sometimes they're here on this bar, stuff like that. But this one's just specifically on the handle. And there's Mr. Kitty. He catches all the mice around here. So I don't have a mouse problem. But he brings in all kinds of stuff. Mice, snakes, lizards. What else? What are you licking? Alright. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. I'm obviously going to have to take the bar off. This chain is just falling off. Right? So, let's get all that taken off and then we'll see what's going on, see why it won't crank. Alright, so I've been taking this apart. I don't know, I thought the camera was on this whole time, but just to recap, you can see I just took off the blade, the bar, the blades, and this piece, and this whole time I've been thinking, man, it reminds me of how a Husqvarna is made. You know, this piece looks identical. All this, I mean, it really looks like a Husqvarna, and maybe they're making it for Craftsman, you know, because I think there's some of the Husqvarnas out there also that they're almost the same as a Poulan. And I was looking here, I don't see anything that identifies Husqvarna at all. I'll just have to look up the model number. It doesn't give a model number here. Was it on that side? No, no model number at all. So later on I'll take a look at the tag here and see if we can trace it down. And when I was checking for gas, when I pulled that out, this was just hanging in there. This fell off, and I don't see any fuel line or fuel filter or anything on this. And when I started taking the carburetor off, you can see there's a split fuel line there. Yeah, it's just crumbling. Let me take this piece off. We need to take, let's see, there's the choke. All this looks the same, it's just the handle's a little different. This seems to be in the way. And the Husqvarna I have, all this is the same, except I have a lot more clearance to work with. There we go. Couldn't remember how to do that. You had to get this past that little deal, and then it comes off. That little deal, that's pretty professional, huh? Alright. And there's the throttle. So you can see the fuel line is just cracked off everywhere. And which one was which? I think this is the return. And you can see how it's all split up right here, this red one. So the return goes around. And this is the supply side, and you can see how it goes to the bulb, and then from the bulb down here. So, well, that's definitely what it needs. While I have this off, I will clean out this carburetor, and I'll get some fuel lines ready. I'm making a mess here. What's up, Mr. Kitty? He sat on my foot for some reason. And I'm going to go ahead and take this side plate off so it'll be easier access to the primer bulb. Alright. Looks pretty cut and dry in there, doesn't it? So we'll replace the fuel lines, clean the carburetor, we'll put it back together, and see if it'll crank. Alright, so I moved around so that I can have some shade to work in here. And I just cleaned out the carburetor. It wasn't bad at all. You know, I just took them off, sprayed it down. And there was some old, looks like some old two-stroke oil that was clinging around, but it cleaned right off. So carburetor should be good. Down here I'm going to start getting rid of all these brittle hoses here. And I did find a bulb and everything that I need. So go ahead and get the bulb off. Which one was which? This one went down into the tank. Yeah. Man. Thing is just crumpling in my hands. You see how it's... This thing is old. Let's see, what else? I need to get that one out of there. Let me grab a little punch. Maybe I can get it with this. There it goes. That one's out of there. There it goes. Just make sure all the crap's out of it. Alright, so here's some fuel lines, I believe. Let me make sure these are the right size. So this went through the return. Might be too small. Can I get it in there? No, I think that'll work. So this one for the return. And I like to put a little WD-40, so I cut it at an angle. So it'll go down the hole easier. Alright, that feels like that's got it. It's sticking down in there. And it wraps around, goes to the carburetor. This piece, let's see, what am I doing? Is that the right size? Alright, I do believe so. So this will go down inside with the filter on it. I'll pull it through, and this will go to, I believe it's that short end. Yeah. And then from here to the carburetor. So first off, cut a little angle on it again. Make it a little easier to get it started. I'm going to insert my puller. Attach my fuel line here. Oops. And a little WD-40. Make it slide on a little easier. Alright, let's see if we can pull it up through the first time. Sometimes it takes a couple of times. Yep. Dang it. It slipped out of the... Alright, that's a little better. And there it is. You see it pulling through. Okay, I'll disconnect that. So from here, I'm going to attach the, let me make sure I got enough. Yeah, it should be. Pull this tighter. Going to the bulb. So I'm going to attach the filter before I pull it all the way in. Alright, that is in there. This will go to the bulb. This one, what did it do? It went, why am I getting confused on this? Yeah, that's right. This goes to the carburetor. That to the bulb, and now from the bulb back to the carburetor. Yeah, pretty short line from here to there. And that might do it, right? Alright. And then this one I can cut short, about right there. So let's get our throttle hooked up first. Choke goes down through here. Alright. Oh, that's not the right bulb. This one doesn't have the ears on it to screw it down. Okay, everything's starting to squeeze on. Alright, so all the fuel lines are connected. Now this goes on, and that throttle piece, this is always a pain. Let's see, how'd it go? Goes that way. There it goes. back in. Let's see, the choke gasket is not in place. There it goes. Alright, is everything going in like it should? I think so. Alright. And I did find a little filter that would fit. I'd gotten that one for my Husqvarna, but I'm going to use it on this one. All right. I hope this bulb doesn't crack. I think it already did. Dang it. Let me see if I have another one. Alright, so I came out here this morning. I went and got a pack of the proper bulbs. The bulbs I had didn't have the mounting ears on each side. So I got a pack of these. I'm sure I'll be using them sometime soon. Just a quick little easy install. Let's see if it'll start. Well, I'm going to have to put it on the ground. My shoulder's so shot I can't pull from that angle. All right. So I pumped. There's on. Choke is out. All right, well that wasn't too bad at all. I would run it a little harder, but it's kind of early out here this morning. I don't want to piss my neighbors off, so I know it's running, and it was actually an easy fix. It was just cleaning the carburetor out, and it wasn't that dirty. You know, I just flushed it out, replaced the fuel lines and the primer bulb, and that was it. Cranked right up. So I'm sure he'll be happy. I don't think he has used it in a long time. I think it was his dad's or something like that. So it has a little meaning to him, and I'm sure he's going to use it as a backup. But I guess that's it. So those are the first couple of chainsaws I've done, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more coming up. It's that time of the season. So yeah, so just as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video.